to around 44%. And I hope that I'll be bringing statements or legislation or bills that are going to help alleviate this problem in Bonchari. The Bonchari people are very hardworking. They are good farmers. They just want opportunities. They want to be lifted. They want a little support so that they can fend for themselves. One thing about this country, particularly those of us who come from agricultural areas, the prices of our commodities are very poor. The value chains are inefficient, something we need to look at, something we need to, as parliamentarians, representatives of the people, we need to take care of so that the value chains are made more efficient and the farmers get a decent pay for their sweat, and they can be encouraged to contribute to supporting the economy and making this economy grow. After all, agriculture is the mainstay of this economy. Education standards in the Bonchari are not very pleasing. The infrastructure is very poor. Even when we heard about the allocations from the Ministry of Education, we didn't get as much. I'm hoping that in the current budget, and maybe budgets to come, we're going to have budgets that are going to support the infrastructure of our schools so that we can have the infrastructure and the environment that is friendly and is enabling for our students to learn and get the education and the skills they need to be useful members of society. Bonchari probably is one of the few constituents that doesn't have a TVET. I hope in the next 1 year or 2 years, we're going to have a TVET built in Bonchari so that for the many young people who want to acquire skills in plumbing, in masonry, and so on, can get a place where they can acquire these skills. The infrastructure in Bonchari is very poor. Our roads, energy, we need a lot of energy. I'm going to be pushing and hope that I get the support of this parliament so that we can have the roads we need and enable our farmers to take their produce to the markets. Our social protection in this country is something far from celebrating. Those of us who have taken these positions every day, you're going to get phone calls, you're going to get people coming and asking for help just because they are not able to afford the basic commodities and services that they need for their livelihood. We need social protection. We need the money that is allocated for the elderly people to reach them in good time. We need the record to be updated so that those who have fallen in that age group are taken care of and are supported so that they can be able to buy food, they can be able to buy their clothing, they can be able to buy their medication. I'm big for universal health care. This is something that we've talked about for a long time in this country, but it looks so elusive to be accomplished. I pray that this time it's going to be accomplished. You can be able to do it, because one of the things you're going to be receiving that from all our people is about medical bills. The cost of healthcare in this country is very high, and I hope that we can be able to find a solution to that. You go to any hospital, you go to any physician, when you come out, it's very high, and it's even worse for the ordinary people in the villages. I recognize that's the function of the county governments, but I think we can support we can bring ideas, we can bring motions that are going to make our healthcare affordable and accessible to the people. Otherwise, we'll be attending burials every other time. Like in my constituency, there are so many. We can't afford to have that. It's unfortunate and it's something regrettable that in this century, in this era, a number of people in Bonchari don't have title deeds to their land, particularly the people of Simwaga, in Bonyando, in Ogiakumu ward, they don't have title deeds for their land. I hope that the government can look into this and make it possible for them to acquire title deeds for their land. The people of Ogiakumu, the people of Wamurenda, the people of Riana, the people of Mariba, I thank you very much, and I am here to work for you. I'll be advancing your cause. I'll be pushing your interest in this parliament, and I hope that we develop our constituency together. Thank you very much.